G'day guys, and welcome to week one, day one of my home gym series. Today we're going to begin with chest, starting with the incline press, using my old trusty 20-year-old, since I kind of first started home gym, bench over here. I've got a 6-foot bar, got a couple of 20-kilo plates to warm up with. I'll do one warm-up set and 2 working sets to failure. Just a couple of tips before I get started. One important thing about the incline press and the presses in general is that when you press the bar, you begin with a nice wide grip, you bring it down and you keep your elbows at a 45-degree angle. A lot of people are tempted to bring out their elbows and do a really wide, elbows flared out sort of a press where the bar comes down to your collarbone, and then of course, so you bring it down to that level. But the idea is to have your elbows out on a 45-degree angle and bring that down there. All right, so that's the incline chest press done. We're going to move on to flat bench. But before we do, just a couple of words about the incline press. I think it's a great exercise. I incorporate it into all my chest workouts. In fact, as I mentioned, I start with the incline press. A couple of things to be wary of is that the incline press is it's an exercise that incorporates a lot of front deltoids. So compared to, say, a flat press or a decline press, you are incorporating a certain portion of your front deltoids into the workout. I do believe that the chest does not get as good of a contraction, in my opinion, on the incline as it does on the flat or the decline. I'd say it's about 20% front deltoid and about 80% chest that gets worked out in that particular movement. But either way, I do believe that it's a valuable exercise, and I do believe everyone should incorporate that. Some experts say that if you are to choose one chest workout at all, it'll be the incline press. People have many opinions about that because it works the upper chest, they say. Others say that it's less prone to injury. Some people have bad shoulders, and so the incline press is much more comfortable than some of the other presses that you can do. But next we'll move on to the flat press, and then I'll work you through that particular workout. Okay, now that the incline is done, 2 working sets, I'm going to move on to the flat bench press. Classic old flat bench press. Pretty much most people do it. I personally love the flat press because I find I can push more weight than the incline, which is how everyone finds it. But I find I get a much better contraction in the chest with the flat as opposed to the incline. Again, I'm not counting the incline. I like it. I encourage you to do it. But the flat, I think, is fantastic, and I think everyone should be incorporating the flat bench into their workouts. So I don't do any warm-up sets since my chest is already pretty warm from doing the incline. So I'm going to move straight into 2 working sets to failure. Then if I feel like I need to just get a bit more blood pumping into the pectorals, I will, after the last set, strip some weight off and do a drop set, and then just rep it out another few more times just to get that full contraction and tightness in the chest. Okay, third and final exercise is the decline pec fly using dumbbells, an adjustable decline bench, as you can see set up over here. I prefer to do it on the decline rather than a flat. I believe you get a much better chest contraction on the angle on the decline compared to a flat or an incline. I'll be doing just the 1 set for this. It's a failure. Okay, with the movement itself, what I'll do is bring the dumbbells, elbows slightly bent, nice and wide, as low as I feel comfortable with to get a nice chest stretch, and then straight back up, no more than shoulder width apart before I bring it back down again. You'll notice that at the very peak of the movement, you'll basically be giving your chest a bit of a rest, which is not the idea. So you want to bring up the dumbbells to the point where you can still feel some contraction in the chest, and then straight back down again.